In this video, I'm going to talk about my pen testing report and how I performed that. So, the first thing I did was so-called asset discovery. So, I started with finding out all the open ports, and the first command I ran was this one, nmap but this wasn't enough, so I researched about it and then ran this command from our last class just to see what happens. After that, I did I tried out this command, and this one had slightly different results, and it told me only this command gave me the OS fingerprint, but it wasn't able to detect what OS is being used by the victim. We can still guess the OS, but that's not important, so I will move on. Right after that, I ran this command nmap sssv, and this is victim's IP. What it does, it tells you all the available services, open ports, and their versions. So by looking at it, you can see that there's one vulnerability here, which is called Ingresco, something like that. Okay, ingress lock. My bad. This vulnerability is called ingress lock vulnerability, and because this port is known as an ingress lock port. After that, there is this port open, which we will exploit later, and we will also do one NSF console exploit. So let's begin. I started off with installing RSH client because it's required for the first exploit, which is the rlogin exploit. So what rlogin exploit is, it it's a Unix basic exploit, and when the Unix is misconfigured, it allows any remote access to the host. So logging to the root as a root user is very easy. You just type out this command, and right here you are a root user. You can perform all kinds of tasks which is performable by a root user, although your scope is limited to the scope set up by the system administrator. Then we did the telnet, the ingress lock exploit, which is a backdoor, which is purposely put in there. So as you know, telnet is used to connect to computers remotely, but I tried connecting to port 21, and the vulnerability wasn't present because it's only present in port number 1524, which is right here. And if you do that, you can log in as root, which is displayed over here. Then I launched NSF console for our last vulnerability, which is a kind of an unintentional backdoor, which is present there due to poor design, not because someone put it there. So the DISDCC service is installed, whose purpose is to have large scale compiler jobs across a farm of like configured systems, but we can use that to execute any command we want. And this is very risky and a dangerous exploit because it allows attacker to do pretty much what he wants. So as you can see, you set the R host to the victim's IP, and you set the exploit here, and you just type exploit, and It does that, as simple as that. And then I ran the ID command just to see if it's working or not, and it seems to work. So that's pretty much it in my pen testing report. I've also done the remediation of all these vulnerabilities. The last one, which we discussed, has no patches available yet, but we can configure the firewall to make it work. Other ones are patchable, or you can use a different system or a different uh, login service to patch the other vulnerabilities. So that's pretty much it in this lab. I performed the first three available exploits from the guide, and I was able to exploit the victim system.